guys, it's Mrs. Scott coming at you from my backyard. Thought this would be kind of a fun change. Um, this is second period AP Computer Science Principles. That's where we should be right now. I don't think I'll ever wish for spring break or fall break or winter break for that matter to last longer again, because this is not what I ever hoped for. You always hate to go back to school after a break, but I don't think I'll feel that way anymore. We'll start our class with a joke like we normally do. Today it is, what's a pirate's favorite letter? You think it's R, but it be the C. That's a pretty good one. All right. Okay, so for this class, there's a little bit of change in plans for our AP, how your AP exam will be graded. It used to be part of your grade was going to be made up of your Explore task, part was going to be your Create task, and part was going to be the multiple choice exam that you take in May. They've taken the multiple choice exam out of the equation for this class, so it's only going to be your AP exam grade will be made up of your Explore task and Create task only. So to me, I feel like the multiple choice exam was the easier part of the three elements that went into making up your exam. But anyway, that's what it is. So you're going to have an extended time for your due date. It was supposed to be April 17th, and it will be early May. Now, I don't have the date pinned down that ours is going to be due. But what I would like for you to do while you're doing your online learning or e-learning is to work on your Create task and get that finished in April. And then we will have a submit date where you have to have it uploaded and submitted to marked as final on your digital portfolio in early May. So I know that this whole e-learning thing puts a kink in all of our plans, particularly if you don't have internet access, which I know is a problem for some people. And I don't know who in our class it is a problem for, but the only thing I know to tell you to do is go to the school parking lot, which maybe you're listening to this from the school parking lot, in the back parking lot by the football field that's set up so you can go there and park and you don't have to interact with anybody, so you can keep social distancing like hopefully you have been. And you can log into the school's Wi-Fi using your iPad. I guess everybody in this class would have iPads. And so you can work on your Create task. Remember, I sort of know what people are working on, like what app you're working on and what you're using. You can use App Inventor to create your project. You can use Java. You can use Python. I think somebody's doing it in C#. There are other platforms too, different programs and that's okay as long as you meet the requirements that are listed in the guidelines and mentioned in the rubric. So make sure, please look at the rubric, and I will provide a copy of the rubric again in Google Classroom so you can look at each line and make sure you're getting all the points that you need. Oh, it's getting a little windy out here. So I want you to remember that as you're working on your Create task, the actual working program isn't the only part. Seems like it's the biggest part of it, but really if you look at your points, that is a portion of it, but you also have to provide a recording of the program in action, making sure, showing the function and how it works and everything. And then you also have to do a write-up. The write-up has you explain kind of your process, talk about difficulties you encountered during the process and how you overcame them. All of this is detailed in the instructions and described in the rubric as well, but I just want to remind you, in case you didn't take time to read that, you really do need to, because it won't be at school to point it out line for line as I intended. So make sure you are still keeping up with your journal. I remember every day in class when we worked on this, I would say, okay, now the last couple minutes, write in your journal, tell what you did today. Please do that. And just record the time just for your own. It will help you when you get to the part where you have to write, because it's going to ask questions like, I don't know, just about different parts of the process, like what did you find difficult and how did you overcome it and that sort of thing. If you have something written down to go by, it'll sort of trigger your memory as far as what you were working on and what sort of came up that was a little bit tricky for you to get through. So please continue to do that. That's an easy grade for the class for you to just, add to your journal. So just log the time, however many minutes you worked on it, and then kind of a short description. It can just be a sentence of just telling what you did while you were working that day. So that's pretty easy, but that's going to be your assignment for the month of April. So You can work that in whenever. You don't have to do it during our class time every day. If you have questions, please email me. If you would like to sit like this so we can talk back and forth and you can ask questions, we can set up a Google Hangout. And it can just be you and me. You know, if you want to do a one-on-one thing, that's fine. Just email me and let me know. We can email questions back and forth, or if you prefer to answer so you get immediate, you know, questions answered, and then you can answer, and then you can ask other things. We can totally do that. I miss you guys. I so wish we were back in our classroom doing our thing, but here we are. I'm trying to think what else I need to tell you. I think that's about it, but please keep in touch. And if you want to, if you have questions or you want to meet so you can get quick answers, let me know and we will totally set that up. See you guys later.